Okay, we are back. It is Yvonne, who I interviewed last year, who's back here again at CPAC. Yvonne from Illinois. Great to see you again, and I'm flattered you spotted me and grabbed me.
I did. I'm so happy to see you again.
Okay, a year has passed, another CPAC. What have you liked so far from what you've seen?
Oh my gosh, Mike Pence. I absolutely love the man.
Well, he was an impressive speaker, and I think his line, especially on North Korea, was very powerful.
Yes.
Now, did you get a chance to see Dana Lash?
I did.
And what did you think?
My favorite quote, I quoted it, I put it on Facebook, I'm going to do it on Twitter as well. Never compromise your principles, which I live by, so I absolutely love it and I shared it.
And who else are you looking forward to seeing around here this year?
Trump.
Well, that's going to be a big day.
I can't wait. I cannot wait till tomorrow to see him.
It will be very... Now, you were here last year, and as you recall, I was asking everybody who they supported in the primaries,
yes,
if and when they went over to Trump.
Yes.
Is it your feeling from the crowd here? Because you remember last year, there was a lot of people who were still... They were wondering, is this St. Paul or is this Simon the Magician,
yes,
so to speak,
yes,
as the example I've used before. And from what I've seen here, most people have decided he's St. Paul. That he's the real thing as far as the attendees.
I completely agree, and I didn't start out. I don't remember what. Honestly, I can't remember what happened yesterday, so I can't remember what I said. But I did start out with Cruz. I was a Cruz.
Well,
delegate.
I was a Cruz man, as you.
Yeah,
as
I was
you
a Cruz delegate, and through a series of events that I believe were all God ordained, I ended up with Trump,
and ended up working.
Yes, and
I remember that.
I actually was his evangelical coalition leader in the state of Illinois, and I have not for 1 second regretted my work that I put into the campaign, because I actually worked for the man, and I love everything that he has done. I have stood and am standing with him, and I cannot wait to see him tomorrow.
All right, now I'm going to ask you the questions I ask everybody here.
Okay.
Okay, question number 1. Trump year 1, thumbs up, thumbs down, or mitts?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Trump year 1, thumbs up, thumbs down, or Mets?
Absolutely thumbs up.
All right.
I stand with them.
What is the thing he's done that you like the best, and what is the thing that he's done that you like the least?
Neil Gorsuch, because he's here to stay. There's nothing that the other side can do to take away from that. I can't really say of anything that I like the least. Well, actually, I'm going to retract that. If I was his handler, let's say, I would say maybe think about what you tweet before you tweet.
That is the most common answer I have gotten. Concerning, there's a lot of I must be the only person who's not all that concerned with Trump's tweets in his place.
But then again, on the other side of that coin, I love the fact that we have access to him, because I feel that that's him going straight to us.
No, but that's all
with
right.
No filter, so I kind of like that. So I'm kind of torn about that.
I know it's sort of like when you open the box on Let's Make the Deal. Sometimes it's the booby prize, as a lot of people have put it.
Yeah.
All right. GOP 2018, 1-seat margin in the Senate, but a very favorable map. 25 seats that they need to defend in order to keep their majority. What are the odds that you give the GOP of keeping the House and Senate? 50-50, 40-60, 60-40? What would you say right now?
I'm not a gambler. I never have been. And what I like to do, most of all, as a person of faith that I am, is I try to leave it all in the Lord's hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to comment, because I don't, like I said, I'm not a gambler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be in constant prayer over that.
Well, constant prayer makes a big difference. And I understand you're also involved in a campaign in Illinois?
In Illinois, yes I am.
So, and can you tell me a little bit about that campaign?
It's a vicious, ugly campaign. I'm working for an awesome candidate, Jeannie Ives, that is the true conservative, the true Republican in Illinois, against a full Republican that I would venture to say has never really been a Republican. I was fooled into believing that he was a Republican when I helped him in 2014, but he convinced us on false premises that he was. But we found out that he wasn't all along. So now I am working for the true Republican, the true conservative, in hopes that we can unseat him.
All right. Now, you mentioned you're putting the election in God's hands, but in terms of Donald Trump,
Yeah.
what do you think he can do to help the Republicans win in 2018?
Just keep doing what he's doing, because he's doing outstanding things. And if people just paid attention to what he's actually doing, I think that we will be okay.
Pretty good. All right, final question. As you know, we've been hearing a lot about a possible DACA deal. Do you take a deal, the wall, for DACA? Do you take that deal if Trump says, okay, we're going to legalize these guys in return for the wall? Assuming that you actually get a wall, do you take the deal?
I don't think that people should be rewarded for coming here illegally. I think at some point maybe the kids that were brought here without their, their kids, I think maybe at some point, but I think they should get in the back of the line.
All right. Well, Yvonne, it's great to see you again, and thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time.
Thank you. Thank you.